Anime insiders worry Japan's growing lack of creativity will allow China to overtake the industry. Now, when kind of reading this, I briefly looked over it and I was just like, what the hell? Like, Japan is the king of anime. But kind of reading some of these little parts in this, it does kind of feel that China could literally overtake them. And there's a lot of stuff to kind of take into consideration. So in recent months, more and more insiders have begun to speak out against the Japanese anime industry's growing dependence on Chinese animators. But unfortunately for both creators and fans, it seems the problems have only continued to grow in size and scope. One thing I do hate is when trying to scroll. Basically, with all these adverts popping up everywhere, it's fucking annoying as shit. Yeah, okay, hopefully that's fine. During a new interview with American Foreign Press News, AFP, given in promotion of his upcoming Netflix series Pluto, Mappa and M2 Animation Studios founder and Madhouse co-founder Maso, I'm not going to say his surname because I know I'll get it wrong, warned that due to an overall tilt towards commercialism having stifled creativity, the Japanese anime industry is actively at risk of being overtaken by their rising Chinese competitors. Now, I know a lot of people aren't going to kind of know the difference, who don't really watch anime, kind of see something and be like, what? And then, but the hardcore people who are into anime will probably notice. Japan is so hell-bent on cranking out money-spinning genres such as these kawaii, cute female characters that its anime doesn't necessarily outshine America's Disney or France's art house productions in creativity. Maroon, I can't say again, told AFP News. The only reason China hasn't quite caught up with Japan yet is because of the bunch of restrictions imposed on free expression there, he explained. If more freedom is unleashed in China, Japan will be taken over in no time. Now, this is one thing that like the whole thing with like cute characters, where like I can't stand this. Like when I watch anime and stuff like that, this really kind of irritates me. Because like you can have the same character and then these three girls come up or something, being like, "We did this," and oh my god, and then suddenly it's like the character's like, "Oh, so cute." I can't stand it. I fucking can't. That's why I don't use these sorts of characters in Genshin Impact or anything, because it just freaks me out. In hopes of getting further clarification, claims regarding a potential Chinese takeover at the anime medium bounding into comics reached out to our contact within the industry and currently working Japanese director to see if they could provide us with any additional insight to the situation on the ground. I fucking hate these adverts. I don't care. Agreeing to speak with us under the condition of anonymity for fear of their own privacy and job security, our contact was more than happy to elaborate on this currently unfolding crisis. China set up a base in Japan to allow Chinese creators to absorb technology from Japan and work in China's home country, and it's steadily producing results. China is quick to act and their funds are lubricated, I think. Japan can't compare with them. In China, there are a few places to create such things. Cute is strictly regulated above all, and they are eager to learn the technology animation industry because animation techniques are not made by numbers. And again, like the whole cute thing, it doesn't need to be in everything. There are so many animes that I've enjoyed that don't have that element and have told a really like progressive and interesting story. And yeah, like sometimes it's full with like fan art and fan stuff, and that can be annoying as shit. But sometimes it's absolutely fine. I can see why people have ad blockers. Okay. For the past decade, Tencent, a Chinese entertainment and technology global conglomerate's portfolio consists of over 600 companies worldwide, including Riot Games, Kadoa. Oh, I didn't realize that they were a Chinese company. Consistently purchase shares of various Japanese companies. Does Tencent finally play a role in the current situation? Tencent, I know, and most of the companies operating in Japan are under the Tencent umbrella. They will be swallowed up just like Hollywood. Wow, I guess. Wow. Wow. I guess better question is what companies aren't swallowed up by the umbrella. Companies that Tencent doesn't take notice of. Given how many studios are under the umbrella, is it possible that the Chinese global conglomerate has influence on the current state of the anime industry? Because of the popularity of the Chinese distribution, some of your American films are still being made into sequels. That also applies to anime such as JC Staff's Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? While the anime's first season was airing 2015, the second director told me despite the rough I need an ad blocker. I need an ad blocker. While its first anime series was airing in 2019, the second director told me despite the rough Japanese home video sales, the JC staff would continue to produce additional seasons. Similar to Hollywood, Japan is currently releasing the alarming amount of reboots and sequels to the point where several industry veterans are convinced that Japanese entertainment industry is running out of original ideas. And it kind of is true that you see so many different stuff that it just really sometimes it just doesn't gel. Like, I don't want to see the same thing over and over and over again, like reincarnated in blah blah blah. It's just annoying as hell. Does the increasing popularity of Chinese distribution explain why lately Japan is experiencing a recent rise in reboots and sequels? I do not know if it's connected, but I am often told by colleagues that original works are dying out, so we dug up old works from the grave. Has the current anime industry reached the point of no return, or is there still a chance it can escape Chinese clutches? That may depend on the world situation. However, Japan's white goods, a quality term for home appliances such as washers and refrigerators, industry was taken over and lost by China, so if it relates with China becomes strained, Japan will not be able to produce the animations that we depend on them for. I don't like with this. I generally did not think most of this was kind of like Chinese run. I'm very surprised at that, but I feel like anime does need to kind of take a different direction if it's going to survive. Otherwise, I feel like it's just going to kind of stem and be the same. Like, we're going to get the same thing over and over. We're going to still get the cute kawaii girls that, you know, would annoy the shit out of me and all the time. So I feel like there is a ton of stuff that needs to be kind of looked into, and I'm kind of hoping at some point Japan does kind of come up with brand new ideas. I mean, if they keep doing the same thing, people are just going to be, I'm bored, because I know that some people will love the same seasons over and over and over again. Like when Haru Suzumiya season 2 came out, they just went straight for the light novel or for the manga, and it bored me to the point where I couldn't take it after so long, and I had to just kind of skip like at least half the stuff. But to me, this is a kind of an interesting topic. What do you think about the anime industry? Let me know down below in the comments. And I'm going to leave it there. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Check out the channel memberships. It would be a big help to the channel. And I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. I want to say a big thank you to all my Patreon supporters, and I wanted to shout out Kimono Cat. Your help does go a long way to support the channel. And if you want to consider helping the channel, then links to my Patreon as well as the channel members are listed below.
あらあら、チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。